What insights will the numbers and cards show this week? Stick around, it's weekly wisdom time. Hello. You are listening to the Manifest on Purpose show. I am your host, Kimbaley. It's such an honor and pleasure to have you here with me today. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for all of those that you invite, and thank you for subscribing here and on the website at Kimbaley.com. That's Kimbaley.com. The God in me loves the God in you. You are listening to our weekly wisdom conversation. In this conversation, we use the energy of the oracle cards and the numbers to tell us what we should be focused on the upcoming week. We're going to get into that, but before we do, we cannot start without our Astro-Numerology forecast. That forecast is courtesy of Astro-Numerologist LLoyd Strayhorn and the Star 8 mobile numerology app. It is Sunday, August the 25th. The sun is in Virgo. The moon is in Taurus. Mercury is still in retrograde. It's a 7 universal month, an 11 universal week, and a 5 universal day. This is the perfect day for a quiet getaway, for finding precious moments for yourself undisturbed. Not only will it give you time to unwind, refresh, and reflect, the day is also likely to be an eye-opener when it comes to getting at the bottom of things that may have proved elusive in the past. It's somewhat like a day of self-discovery for yourself and perhaps others around you. Pisces, Cancer, and those born on the 2nd, 7th, 11th, 16th, 20th, 25th, and 29th of the month are today's beneficiaries as it appears. That concludes our Astro-Numerology report for today, courtesy of Astro-Numerologist LLoyd Strayhorn and the Star 8 mobile numerology app. You can get the forecast every day. You can find the download link at Star 8, ASTAR, the number 8.com, or you can download it on Google Play, the App Store, and you can also get it on Linktree/numbers and you. You will also find his other exclusive products and services, including the free monthly newsletter. As the forecast says, it is a day of discovery. Self-discovery is a tool that all of us can use to learn more about ourselves and to guide us on our journey. If you are interested in learning more about yourself, you can get one of the Astro-Numerology reports. You can get your personal report. You can get your yearly forecast report, and you can get to know the people around you through a compatibility report. And if you feel that you need to go deeper, just book a reading, and you can book that and find those reports on Kimbaley.com. That is Kimbaley.com. Now let's get into the wisdom for the week. Just as a refresher, what I do for the weekly wisdom is to pick an oracle card, and I use the meaning from that oracle card reading and the number that is on the card to find out what the energy is for the week and what we should be focused on. I must admit, when I sat down today to pick up the deck, intuitively, I heard to pick up this other deck. The name of the deck is The Enchanted Map. And the author of the deck is Colette Baron Reed. These are the oracle cards. And not only was I told to pick up this deck and use this deck for the weekly wisdom today, I was just given all types of direction while I was shuffling the cards. So I know that the card that came out was the one that was really meant to be heard today. It's a number 2 card. And how this goes is I'm going to read the description of the card first. The title of the card is Gentle Reminder. And it says, be your own person. Be a conscious co-creator. Now, to me, when I saw that, it just got me so excited because that's what the Manifesto on Purpose show was all about, being the conscious creator in your life. So let me read the meaning of the card. It says, the gentle gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality you experienced. She is the embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out into the field of co-creation and ensures that all that you are is reflected in the world of form. Are you aware of your thoughts? What is their quality? Believe in limitless possibility, and you will see miracles unfold. The gentle gardener guarantees the integrity of everything you send out into the world. Stay positive and expect a wondrous return. Your garden is abundant with beauty. Wow, this is an amazing card, and it feels as if I really don't have to say anything with this card. But of course, there's information that's coming in that I should speak on about this card. The one thing that stands out about this card to me is the number 2. If you understand the number 2 in numerology, it's ruled by the moon. In this reading, there was a part that talked about your reflection, and the moon really represents your reflection. So what this is telling me is that you need to be careful of how you appear energetically in the world. What I mean by that is we all have an aura, which is another way of saying an energetic field that precedes us. And whatever is in our mind is in that energetic field. And that energetic field is magnetic. So whenever you're out, whenever you're around people, whatever you are putting out into the energetic field, it is being attracted right back to you. So it is important for you to be present and reflective at times to see what you are really reflecting to the outer world. I'm sure for the most part, most people are reflecting positivity into the world when everything is going okay, when everything is going right. But the energy that I'm feeling from this card is, what about when things are not going right? Are you taking that on and reflecting that into the rest of the world, not even knowing? To keep this lighthearted, this example that I'm going to give is like a childhood example. And the point of it is just to show you what it's like. Say, for instance, that the little boy with the red shirt stole your toy truck one day. And that made you angry and upset. And for so many years, you held on to that. You never quite forgave him for that. Are you projecting into the outer world that every boy you see in a red shirt is going to take something from you? And I know it's a kiddie example, but I wanted to explain to you how this may look. Something could have happened in the past to you that you have been holding on to. And even though you feel like I've let that thing go, it may still be showing up in your energetic field. You may not even know it. And while that is showing up in your energetic field, number one, you're going to attract more of the same situations into your life. And number two, now you've limited yourself because now you don't trust anybody that wears a red shirt. So that, in a way, can really block the seeds that you sow. One of the most important thing that sticks out about this card and the number that is attached to it is the word compassion, because number 2 has a compassionate nature. The number 2 represents nurturing, and the number 2 also represents kindness. How kind are you to the people that are in your space? And this is so amazing because not too long ago, I had a discussion with a friend. And we talked about kindness and how in today's society, a lot of people will take your kindness for weakness. And what they will do is, even though you're being kind to them, they may not necessarily do kind things to you. So, the question proposed in that conversation is, if you know that it's in your nature to be naturally kind and naturally compassionate and giving, would you turn that off for someone who is not reciprocating the same things to you? That's an important question. And the solution that we came to is that really it doesn't matter how people respond to how you treat them. You just are supposed to treat people well anyway. My thoughts about it is, if you know that a person is not reciprocating your kindness or your compassion, then you need to limit the amount of time or cut back the time altogether from around these people. But you should not change who you are, because it is in your nature to be compassionate and kind. And remember, it does not matter when you're sowing your seeds if you have a problem with someone that treated you wrong or not. That energy is going into the seeds you plant that then will be reflected into the world. So, in order for us to bring the world together and to come together in unison, first we have to understand that it starts within us. It's sad to have to say this, but there are so many people that are focused on the get back. And this is what I think about that. How other people treat you is their karma. They get it back one way or the other. But how you treat them becomes yours. And if you break that down and thinking about the moon, it's the same way with lunar magic. The new moon period represents the beginning, and whatever seeds you sow during the new moon period will be what's harvested during the full moon. So you have to understand that just because someone else wronged you, it is still not your responsibility to take care of that or get them back. Karma is action, so it's going to return back to that person, whether it's good or bad. So you have to place your emphasis on planting good seeds. You have to place your emphasis on being compassionate and caring to others. You have to be kind to other people as well. And you have to develop a degree of patience. All patience is understanding to me. You have to understand that everybody is not evolved on the same level that you are. So people are not going to treat you the way that you think they should treat you. And just because you think it is the right way to treat you doesn't even mean that necessarily either way is right or wrong. What you need to focus on is living in the moment and making sure that your vibrations are high no matter what is going on in in or around you. Make sure that you're doing that mindset work so that if there's any programming that's keeping you from accepting certain things in your life or locking your doors of opportunities, that you're working on those things and that you're not reflecting that to the rest of the world. Sometimes we look at how people treat us and we wonder, why is this person treating me that way? And what we have to understand is that, and this is another two thing, in relationships, the person that you attract is the reflection of who you are in some way, shape, or form. So, a good way to research what's really going on within you is to research these people that you are attracting to your energetic field, your aura, or into your life. When you stand in the mirror and you take a look at yourself, the same person that's looking in the mirror is the same person that's going to be looking right back at you. Life is that mirror. This week, I want you to focus on what are you seeing in the mirror of your life. What are you reflecting to the world outside of you? And what is that reflection attracting back to you? So this week is going to be about that deep self-discovery. And if you should discover that that reflection is not the reflection that you want to see in your life, it needs a little Windex on it, then it's time for you to change up. And you do that by starting to focus on the things that bring you happiness and joy and the things that you want to create in your life by way of planting those seeds. And plant those seeds in love and compassion and begin to treat the people in your surrounding, the people that you meet every day, whether it's the person on the bus, whether it's the person on the train. Saying hello doesn't cost a thing. Begin to treat people with love, compassion, patience, and understanding. Well, that is your weekly wisdom for the week. I hope it will help you get through your week. Let me know if these weekly wisdoms are resonating with you. Until next time, I love you to life. This is how you manifest on purpose.